What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Thank you for joining me on another Matt Perry video. Now, in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to take you through my speed session plan. Now, I know I've done this in the past where I said I was going to do it every day, but this video, I'm actually going to take you through 30 days of speed training. Obviously, cut, day 10 or day 20. Today, we're starting on the 11th of August, and we're going to be doing speed training from here on out. I'm going to show you what my distances are now, as well as my miles per hour for the club. Now, I'm not going to show you driver. I'm not going to show you, I might show you 3-wood at the end, but my original tracking did not include 3-wood. So we'll see how the numbers have changed from beginning to end in 30 days. And if they have changed, obviously I'll continue to do it because I want to increase speed. I feel like my speed is horrible and I just need some improvement. So if you guys are interested in that, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button so you always know when I'm posting a video over here. But this should be really fun to take 30 days and see if it improves anything for me. Some of the workouts that we're going to be doing throughout this process, we're going to be using the speed training system. We're going to be using this and doing like sets of 10, I believe. We're going to do like a couple of buckets of balls, as well as playing about 9 or 18 holes every single day on the Sky Track. Also, we're going to include some workouts. We're going to do some leg workouts. We're going to do some rotation workouts, and just include as much as we can when it comes to swinging. So it should be really fun. So the next thing we're gonna get into is a couple of workouts. Most of them are simulated workouts because I've been doing legs for the past 2 days. So I'm still gonna do legs. Obviously, I wanna create most of my power from the ground. But I'm gonna do the cable cords, deadlifts, and just squats, and just give you an idea of what I'm doing. All right, so that's the first day down. We're gonna try and do 30 days of that and see if my distance does improve. So stick with me. Feeling pretty sore right now. Don't mind the hair. I really don't care at this point. We're just gonna be doing swing training. And for all the people that are gonna say, I was swinging over the top, I don't care about technique. I only care about, swinging as hard as I can. I'll fix technique after the speed increases. So yeah, don't worry about that for the rest of the days. I know we're gonna get people in the comments that are like, you're swinging over the top, you're swinging outside to in, all of that stuff. I know, I need to fix it and it will happen. I'm worried about distance rather than consistency right now because all the courses I'm playing are 400-yard par 4s and I need to find a way to reach the green in 2 instead of 3. Anyways, it's enough talking. Let's get into today's workout. All right, so that's day 2. I'm actually going to play 9 holes. I might also go to the driving range to hit a bunch of driver shots and also do the speed training as well. I'm really taking this serious to try and up my miles per hour Either we'll see you through day 3 through 10 or whatever. After that, I'll give you an update on how I'm feeling. Not seeing any improvement is definitely something that, I don't know, deters you from continuing. In most cases, like if you're working out and you don't see any improvement, a lot of people will just quit. They're like, oh, it's not going to happen. I tell you, I don't feel like doing it just because, I'm not really seeing improvement and I want to see improvement right away. I need to keep going. This is day 4. We still have 26 more days to go. So today's day 10 in my whole speed training journey. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm noticing a couple of things as I'm going through speed training. One is that I definitely feel like I'm getting faster. I'm swinging the club a lot easier. 2, there's a lot of pain in the first couple of days, just like any other workout. If you're working out the muscles correctly, it's exactly what happens. And 3, I'm getting inconsistent with my strikes. Now, this is something that I was concerned with. No matter what my distance is, I wanted to make sure that I was consistent with my strikes. Because as I'm noticing, now I'm starting to swing more inside to out, right? It's still coming outside to in, but it's a little bit more inside to out. So it's less outside to in, if that makes sense. But I'm starting to hit the hosel a lot. So, the part where the club head meets the shaft, I'm starting to hit that a lot. So it's going straight right and I'm shanking it every single time. So I don't know why that is. It's like my face is at a different angle and every time the hosel is leading into the ball. So it's definitely a problem. And if it's not a hosel shot, it's usually something that's right on the heel. So that's definitely an issue. All right, so I just got finished at the driving range and I had this aha moment. So I figured I'd have to record it now. At the top of my backswing, my hand shift. So my hand shifts from being on the top of the club to the side of the club, inside. So what that does is it actually opens my club face at impact. So I'm noticing that, and now after I got done recording, I noticed my shots were actually a lot straighter because I was putting my fingers on top or my thumb on top. So from this point, we're not going to do any more updates. We're just going to jump to day 30 and see what my distance is, see how it has improved. All right, so it's day 30. We just spent 30 days doing speed training. 30 days, not only just doing speed training, but also working out and hitting extra balls, doing a bunch of different things to try and gain some distance, gain some consistency. Now, the problem that we're having is that we have a discrepancy between SkyTrack and my actual swing speed. So I don't know if it's really giving me the correct numbers because the numbers that I'm seeing on the course and the numbers that I'm also seeing on the range is not really telling me the true numbers on SkyTrack. It seems like nothing on SkyTrack is going over 200 yards, so it's not really giving me the right detail, and it's telling me that every single swing speed that I have would be 89 miles per hour to 98 miles per hour. Nothing really faster than that. And I thought that was normal. I was like, all right, well, you know what? 98 miles per hour, I must be swinging it slower. But then when I swing according to my swing tracker, and according to my launch monitor, it's telling me something completely different. At least I can compare the distances from when I first started to what my decreased distances are, all the way into what my distances are today. And if we do see an improvement across the board with all of my clubs, then I will be breaking down exactly what those decreases and increases are. Let's get to the range. Let's hit some balls, figure out what the distances are, and then we'll break all of this stuff down and exactly how much I may or may not have improved. All right, so it's been a couple of days since the 30-day challenge. It's actually been a couple of weeks since the 30-day challenge. Decided to take a little bit of time before I reviewed all this stuff, but I did look at it beforehand, and we can break this down kind of thoroughly and see exactly what the distance improvement is, carry wise, total wise, club head speed as well, to see if there's any type of improvement at all. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys what the numbers actually are. So on the left side is the previous data, on the right side is the current data. And you're going to see significant difference. Now, I understand that I didn't use a 56 degree back then. I used a 52 because 56 wasn't really registering on the SkyTrack. This is all SkyTrack data. So anyways, the 52 degree wedge, you can see on average, I carried it 64 yards right here. 64 yards is what I carried it. Total distance was 65 yards. You know, had a really great bit of spin on it. I mean, it's a 52 degree wedge. Miles per hour is 53 miles per hour. But then if we go over here, we're going to see that carry distance, right? Carry distance, 95 yards. So the improvement here, you're looking at a huge difference between the two, 95 yards versus 64 yards, and 104 of carry distance. So a little bit less spin that goes on it, but you know, you're hitting it a little bit farther, so it's understandable. Then if you go to pitching wedge, we were hitting at an average of 82 yards. I'm hitting my 52 degree farther than that. But you can see pitching wedge is 108 yards, 117 of total distance. Scroll down to 9 iron. All right, 9 iron, we're looking at 99 yards for the previous distance, and now we're looking at 133, 142 of total distance. 8 iron was 112 yards of carry distance. We're looking at an 8 iron of 154 of carry distance, 162 of total distance. We scroll down to 7 iron, 126 and 127 of total distance. If we look at a 7 iron here, 163 and 175. 6 iron, we had 138 yards of carry distance, and we're seeing 174 in the current stages. My current swing, 188 in total distance. 5 iron, 142 of carry distance, 147 total, and you're looking at over here, 5 iron, 181 and 199 of total distance. It was an average of 126 and 130 of total distance. Well, now I'm looking at 195 to 215. Next, we have the 2 iron, which is 161. So even though I was hitting the 4 iron horrible, the 2 iron actually worked out for me a little bit, but 170 of total distance. Here I have the 2 iron of 197 to 218. So not really much of a difference between the 4 iron and the 2 iron. Now, I don't have the 3 wood or the driver on here, but I can tell you that there were times where I was hitting the driver 150 yards, sometimes 130 or 140, which is horrendous. I'll tell you what, there were 2 factors that were involved in this overall distance improvement. One was definitely the speed training. I noticed a significant difference in the miles per hour that I'm swinging the club. The speed, consistency, all that stuff really improved. But the next thing was probably the most important thing for distance. I wasn't hitting the middle of the face. A lot of people feel like they're hitting the middle of the face because it sounds great, but I was not hitting the middle of the face. I was noticing through this process that a lot of my shots that I was trying to hit were going straight out to the right or starting left and then going aggressively right, which means I'm slicing it, I'm chopping down on the ball, and then also it can mean that even though I still have the same swing, I'm hitting the hosel and it's going directly right. And that's exactly what we were seeing. I was either hitting the heel or the hosel. So I was topping a lot of shots. I was hitting a lot of shots thin. I was hitting the hosel. I was going 20 yards when I should have gone, 60 yards, or I was going 60 yards when I was supposed to go 120 yards. Naturally, I have an open club face. So with my swing going outside to in, the first thing that reaches contact is the heel. And that's a big problem, right? So I needed to find a way to close that club face. So a simple thing that I did was adjust my grip. I adjusted my grip to have a very, very strong grip so that I'm pretty much leaning in on the club face. So that's something that improved my distance because now I'm hitting the middle of the club face. The problem is that I'm still going from outside to in aggressively. Do I want to change it to go from inside to out? No, I'm okay with going outside to in. The problem is that I don't want to go as aggressively outside to in as I am. And I'll figure that out as time goes on. But I wanted to be consistent. This whole entire thing was very, very eye-opening for me. And I'm excited to say that I improved my distance. I can actually play these par fours and par fives and, shoot consistent scores. But now I need to make sure that all of my game is working. And I want to improve this distance a little bit more. So this is going to continue to happen and you'll see this progression on this channel. I can tell you I see significant improvement in the speed and in consistency and just ball striking in general. So let me know if you like this video, hit the like button so it goes out to more people, and subscribe if you want more of these videos. We have a lot of videos coming when it comes to challenges, it comes to 4-hole matches, it comes to 1-club challenges, all types of stuff. Check out all the videos that are on the channel, but I'm gonna get out of here and I will catch you guys in the next video.